Hi everyone, it's Miss Patrina again with number 4 in our series. We have one more social emotional learning competency to talk about in our episode 5 before we go on spring break. But today we're going to be presenting building healthy relationships in middle school. Now, as we know, navigating middle school can be challenging. So, this presentation will equip you with some essential relationship skills for positive and fulfilling social experience. So, as we dive in, our first slide is talking about understanding friendship dynamics, which you guys have experience with. So, understanding friendship dynamics, we want to understand the types of friendships as well as healthy boundaries. When it comes to types of friendships, you want to explore the different types of friendships you may encounter from close friends as well as acquaintances. Close friends are those people that you may have known for a very, very long time or for a short time. And acquaintances are people that you have in like different classes, if we want to like categorize it. Establishing healthy boundaries. So you want to learn how to establish healthy boundaries with friends while at the same time respecting individual space and needs of each other. Communication skills. So listening and expressing yourself. We talked about active listening before, and it's a big thing. Active listening. Pay attention to what your friends say using verbal and nonverbal cues. Sorry. So using verbal cues is when we're talking. Nonverbal cues is just active listening that goes with our body language, our facial expressions. We want to be expressing feelings, so learn to communicate your thoughts and emotions clearly and respectfully. And last but not least, conflict resolution. We talked about this a little bit in self management as well as social awareness. Use calm and assertive language like I statements to address disagreements constructively. This next slide, we're talking about handling conflicts and disagreements respectfully. So, understanding perspectives. We talked about this in our last presentation about social awareness. Try to see things from another person's point of view. Again, there goes that active listening. Listen carefully to what the other person has to say without interrupting. And lastly, we want to find common ground. So look for areas of agreement and try to reach a compromise. This next slide, we're talking about recognizing boundaries and consent. So we want to start with respecting personal space. So understand that everyone has a right to their own space and privacy. Second, consent. Learn the importance of asking for permission before engaging in physical touch or sharing personal information outside of the conversation you're having with one person or a group of people. And lastly, confidentiality. We want to respect the privacy of others, so things people share with you in private, and avoid sharing sensitive information without their consent. This next slide, we're talking about digital etiquette and online relationships. So, cyberbullying, be aware of the dangers of online harassment and how to respond appropriately. Next, social media etiquette. Practice respectful communication, avoid oversharing, and be mindful of online privacy. And last but not least, remember you have a digital footprint. So understand that everything you post online can have lasting consequences. So sometimes when you guys think you erase stuff, you do still have a digital footprint. So be very mindful of that, even creating fake accounts. Building self confidence and emotional intelligence. How do we do that? Well, one, identify your strengths, recognize and appreciate your unique qualities and talents. We talked about that in our very first episode of the series, self awareness. Two, manage your emotions. We talked about this in self management. Learn to identify and express your feelings in a healthy way. And then Last but not least, number three, empathy. Understand and share the feelings of others, building a stronger connection between you and your friends. On this last slide, we're going to discuss practical strategies for positive social interactions. First, be kind and respectful to everyone. Second, offer compliments and words of encouragement. Third, be a good listener and show genuine interest in others. And last but not least, try new things and step outside of your comfort zone. As always, thank you guys for watching this presentation. And until next time, have a great week.